So, police department entrance, not inside. What is that? That's the thing that was at the murder! And it's got a thing on its ear. What's happening? Was it broken? And that's like tape? Campaign? What for?
We're finally here. Why would they put the detective so far away from the prosecutor's office?
That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. This is my first time to the police department, actually. Hold on, what's this? Yeah, it looks like it's been broken, and maybe that's fixing it? What the fuck is this case? Why are these weird things here?
Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that?
Nightmares. Does it have a handprint on it? What is that on its face? It looks like a dirty handprint. The Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. And failing, I'm sure.
Wow, Mr. Wright, you know a lot about the police department. Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Forget the Blue Badger. He's possessed and he killed your sister. Or no, your sister's not dead. He killed the guy who framed your sister. I was thinking too much of the Mia Maya situation. Somebody's dancing with it? What the fuck? No, what? Oh, it was you? Oh my god, he was dancing with it? I was gonna say, there's already so many weirdos in this case, but it was just him. That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Okay. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
Why not?
Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to prosecute. Okay, so Goodman is the guy who was killed. We have his ID. Okay.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yes, well, no. Come on, pal, there's plenty of evidence against her.
But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh, me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect, Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister?
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked.
Huh?
It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Okay?
So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time?
Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. We never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you?
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat. That's a good use of your time.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. An Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall?
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Okay. I got Goodman. Nah, that probably shouldn't show him Goodman's ID. I don't know if I particularly want to show him any of this. It's not actually, I mean... I want to examine the Blue Badger, though. I want to see what's up with that, actually. I really do. Specifically the thing on its hat.
I was wondering about that.
What, the dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. Oh, you designed it? I'm not surprised. It has a handprint on its face. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Oh, you physically made that. It looks like a nightmare. Just like how it's all weirdly, like, 2D in the world. It's odd. It's battery powered. It can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die.
Poor Blue Badger fated to dance until he drops.
Okay, that's not weird. Alright, well I did that then, so presenting? I mean... I don't know if I want to present this, just like I didn't present it to Edgeworth. What can you tell about this? Oh hey pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that, you have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. I mean, a Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman, any relation to John? Nah, my mistake. Oh, really?
Don't you work together with him in criminal affairs?
Whoa! Now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
Talk? About Bruce Goodman? Hell yeah.
So this ID card belonged to the victim?
He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday, where there was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Is that how you spell transferal?
I'm really worried about that, like I'm curious. I'm gonna look it up later.
Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but what is the chief prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot, and Lana's confessing as much. Okay. I'm actually gonna look up transferal. It seems like it maybe can be spelled both ways from what I'm looking up here. It kind of looks like transferal. That's why it's weird. I think both might be acceptable, which is kind of interesting, I guess. So, anyway, moving on. I really wanted to know, what else do I have that I can show to you? I mean, that's the murder weapon. Present that, I guess. What the fuck? Oh, it's showing it. I was like, why is it showing in that? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Maybe that's why Lana is confessing, because she knows if she didn't, it would absolutely be pinned on Edgeworth. So she's confessing to protect him. That could be kind of interesting. Edgeworth just can't catch a break, though. All revolving around him again. What about this? Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. I gotta go Google it first. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. He's even got naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Yeah, we've heard about the rumors. So that's about the end of that, I think. Is there any new talking points? Okay. There's a lot going on with Gumshoe here. He's in a tough spot, pal. I said pal, and he didn't even say it. I've gotten too into character. Again? Yeah, again. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney Hammond.
But Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. And they think he killed him, he killed the person, and now it's being framed on her so he could get the job. That is actually, that is a motive right there. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth's biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West L.A. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. I was already there. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Okay. Back there then. I mean, we already were looking around enough. Do we really need to examine any more? Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, hey. I might as well.
Oh, still here? Hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too.
What happened to the security guard? Oh, she's got two. So you got multiple boyfriends, so you don't even give a shit about that, so me and you, that can happen. Cool. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Yeah. This fucking music.
There's something I wanted to ask you.
The scene of the crime, a cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment.
He's asleep.
What? Okay. Oh, he woke up, and he just said the same thing and went back to sleep. I'll show him the knife. Fucking brandish that shit. I guess this, though. I would rather hold the knife to his face. This is a long investigation. I've been recording for an hour. What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right into the spittoon. Well, that's rude. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Oh, that old something. I didn't get to see it. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. I think he just miswrote it. Great, Detective Gumshoe, I owe you one. No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in, then.
Thank you, Officer Marshall.
Officer Marshall isn't a detective, he's a patrolman. That reminds me of something.
That is odd. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher?
Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny.
Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
I say I won't be needing this anymore. Alright, well that's gone. Great. I mean, again, we were here before though, so it's not much different. But I can talk to you now. Could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young, remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific?
Bruce Goodman, he was a detective, right?
Well, well, aren't you a fasty doggy right there? There now. Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. I'd like to look at that. There's often contradictions in there.
Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all.
Nothing in common?
They apparently worked together on a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why I didn't do much work with the Chief Prosecutor.
But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot.
So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Okay, let's look at the autopsy. Okay. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Okay. So, it might not have exactly been 5:15? Maybe? Could have been before 5:30. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me.
But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime.
That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least.
He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's 'cause he runs with Ed Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's being kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation. Huh. Okay. Is that really the end of that? I mean, should I present you with something? Maybe? I don't really think any of this matters. Whatever then. Oh, for a second there, if you look at the yellow and black pole, to the right of it, for some reason, I glanced at that real quick. There's like a pipe. It looked like a little person to me for a split second. I don't know what. So what else can we examine? I examined this thing on the floor before, but I don't know if we ever got an answer as to what it actually was. Oh, okay.
Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to.
Oh yeah, because he showed up and they talked about the car, so I never actually went to that thing that I actually clicked on. Check it out! It's moving for me! Oh my god, it's haunted! Oh god, this again. Zoom. I mean, what do you want me to be checking here? What's the deal? I mean, I guess if I just move... Oh, I can examine... I just move my cursor over different parts, I can examine stuff. I had to open it. Interesting. That's kind of cool, I guess. Redial.
Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to dial the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's just... Yeah, I'm not the judge. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Who is it gonna redial? Now I wonder who the owner of this phone called last.
Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Hey, that song, I know that.
Hey, what's going on over there? Ah, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah.
Whose phone is this, anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. Oh, okay. So whoever she called had that song there.
What, my sister's?
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh. That was his phone? What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. Oh, is he just making an excuse for what happened? I hope you're not lying. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. He's just lying. Yeah, shoot me. I got it. I was confused. I was like, what? He was just lying. The Lone Star Patrolman. What else is there that we could possibly do? That seems to be about the end of it unless we examine the car again, but I don't think so. That's about the only thing, because I didn't actually examine it. We talked about it, but I never actually clicked on it. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. 675-12-2. Okay. Look, something's written on it. December 2nd. Or February 12th, depending on what country you may be from or how you write that. 6 to 75, though. Oh, 67S. Okay. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed.
Well, so, what does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright.
I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Okay, we got the note. That's really all we got, I think. Unless I just need to talk to you again. Okay, here. Always so many options.
No connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow's none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall.
Yeah, Bambina?
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Were they Lovers? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here, but who? Ugh, jeez. This investigation is long. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence, arranging testimonies, you name it. He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
Well, no, he was a dirty, rotten cheater. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Bambina, it's your sister. Chief Prospector Lana Skye.
Why my sister?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere, everyone knows it. So maybe she's also responsible for a lot of that shit. She feels responsible for Edgeworth, so that's another reason why she might want to protect him. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? Yeah, they don't want him working on it either.
So, how are we doing, Mr. Wright?
I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
So, you think we'll be okay?
Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma.
Yes?
I know that song your phone plays when it rings.
What?
Whose is it? Oh, really? Huh. Why? What does that mean, though? Who is she calling? A fan of the Steel Samurai, which is apparently everyone. The phone that just rang wasn't mine. It was yours. Oh, it was hers. She called her sister. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see. Okay. Jeez. A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Yeah, I'd say so. We don't know most things. That's the end of that. Who knows where the hell this is gonna go? I have no idea. But I will see you next time as we find out more. Thank you for watching.